Okay, hi. Today we'll try to understand how we are going to use Jira tool and Zephyr. Okay, so as already we have discussed, if you go for any industry or any type of software project, nowadays people are preferring Agile methodology as a software development method or process. Okay, in that Agile they are preferring Scrum. Okay, so the method for the software development is Agile Scrum. Okay, if you consider around 10 projects, okay, among these 10 projects, 7 to 8 projects follow Agile Scrum methodology or Agile Scrum development methodology. Okay, so as already we know, like Agile is a very flexible methodology, and by using this Agile methodology, there are so many advantages, right? Okay, so the mostly one of the very interesting advantage is when you use Agile methodology, even though there are lot many changes in the requirements, or requirements are very flexible, then those type of requirements will be accommodated by Agile Scrum methodology. Okay, so it is not like rigid software development life cycles previously are we were using in the olden days, like waterfall model, spiral model, and all. Okay, so so the people who are working in software projects, they are preferring this Agile methodology, because this is the beauty. Means Agile methodology's beauty is it accepts or it accommodates the requirements, even though they are changing very frequently. And again, along with that, there is one more advantage with Agile methodology is it gives or it delivers the feature to the client as early as possible. Okay, means within 2 to 3 weeks, we are able to develop the feature and test the feature, and we are able to deliver that feature to the client or customer. So that is the beauty of the Agile Scrum methodology. Okay, so if you want to use Agile Scrum methodology, then you have to know the tools, that is Jira tool and Zephyr. Okay, some companies may use Jira and Zephyr, and some companies may go for Jira and Jama. Okay, so either Jira and Zephyr is fine, or else Jira and Jama is fine. Okay, today we will try to understand Jira and Zephyr. Okay, so Zephyr and Jama both are same. Okay, those are test case management tools. If you know one tool, either Zephyr or Jama, then that is sufficient. Okay, both will be having same features almost. Okay, there might be slight difference, but that is fine. Okay, there will be no difficulty to understand other tool. If you know Zephyr, you can understand the Jama, and if you know the Jama, then you can understand the Zephyr tool. Okay, so today we will concentrate on Jira and Zephyr. Okay, so before going for the creation of project stories and other type of issues and all, first we need to know how to download or how to configure the Jira tool and Zephyr tool, right? So first we'll try to understand how to uh, get the Jira tool. Okay, so for that, just open your browser. Okay, just open your browser and type like Jira and enter. Okay, just I searched for Jira. Okay, when you search for Jira, here we are able to see the search result, right? Okay, Jira software is there, and here there are so many links when you search with Jira. Okay, so now our goal is to get the Jira software. So just I am clicking on this Jira software. And when you use the Jira software, there are two versions. One is Jira Cloud and Jira Server. Jira Server software is nothing but you need to install, I mean, you need to download it and you need to install that Jira into server. Then you can use that software for your project management. Okay. And Jira Cloud is nothing but if you just click on Jira software and if you select the Jira Cloud, what happens? Here, no need to download and all. Okay, just it asks for some details like your email ID, first name, last name, and other details. And after entering all the details, it will send some activation email to your entered email ID, and from there you can activate your Jira, and it will give some URL. Okay, for example, if I entered my choice as a Sharan RCR, okay, while entering, if I choose the name like Sharan RCR, then it will provide me what do you call cloud accessible or accessible URL to me is sharanrcr.atlassian.net. Okay, so while entering your details, you choose your name properly so that you can remember that, and by using that you can form your URL and you can access the Jira software. Okay, so for example, here I selected Jira software. Then here it is asking for other secondary product, whether you want Confluence or Jira Service Management. I am not taking anything, just I am clicking on next. Here it is showing like no credit card required, means it is for free. So I am clicking on next. Okay, so when I click on next, it is asking for some mail. For example, if I give testrobo rcr@gmail.com. Okay, then if I click on sign up, okay, so it is again asking, means whether you want to verify through your mail, that is Gmail, or if you want to verify the things from the Outlook. Okay, if you want to verify from the email, just click on email, and there you will get the link, so that if you click on that link, again it will open some interface and you need to enter your details and you need to submit. Okay, so it will take some time to activate. After activating, you will get a confirmation email to your entered email ID. Here I entered testrobo@gmail.com, right? So for this email ID, I am getting some confirmation email. From there I can start, means they will specify our URL. By using that URL, I can access the Jira tool. Okay, here as I entered testrobo RCS here, okay, so I can use this one with, for example, here like this, test robo RCR dot atlassian dot net. If I click on this, it will ask for the password. Here I think at the background I am able to see my content. Okay, already I have an account. Okay, and I activated, so that it is showing at the background, even though it is showing, but I am not accessible. I need to give my password, and I need to give my email ID, and if I click on continue, it will ask for the password. Then I need to give the password and other credentials. Then only it will allow me to access the Jira dashboard. Okay, in other browser already I opened that interface. Okay, just will open that one. So already I logged in. Okay, the same thing what I did is, just I opened Google and I searched for Jira, and from there I selected Jira software. In that there are two options, one is cloud and one is server. I selected cloud. After selecting that, it asked me for the name and email details and all. I provided that. After that I got some confirmation, sorry, activation email to my email ID. There I clicked that one and I entered my password. Then after some time, it sent me confirmation email with the URL. By using that URL, I logged in, or I am accessing Jira software. Here, as already I told, I entered testrobo RCR so that the URL for my Jira board is or Jira software is testrobo rcr.atlassian.net. Got it? Okay, so this is how we can access our Jira software, means we can search and we can configure our Jira software. Okay, after configuring the Jira software, next step is just we need to follow our process. Okay, what are the things we need to do as a part of Jira? Okay, means when you are using Agile methodology and to have all the things perfectly, we are going to use Jira software. Okay, this is how we are creating our Jira account and we are accessing Jira software from the cloud. Okay, here first and foremost thing is we need to create the project. Okay, what is the thing? Means we should create the project, then we should create the story, we should create the sprint tasks, then sprint board. After that, we need to start the sprint board. Then if you got a bug, you need to log a or report a bug, and you need to write the test case. Okay, so these are the activities we need to do as a part of Agile Scrum development methodology. Okay, so here we'll see one by one. Okay, first we'll try to understand how to create a project. Okay, so here already I have some steps. Okay, for your clear understanding, I am having some steps. Okay, so what should be created and what is the procedure for the creation of each and every issue. Okay, so first of all, as a admin, actually in the software industry, while you are following the Agile Scrum methodology, there this Jira configuration means Jira licensing and configuration will be the responsibility of admin. Means we are not going to do all this configuration for Jira. Okay, so admin is the responsible person to Jira configuration and creation of the project and adding the users or the employees or the team members into the projects. Okay, those are all comes under the responsibility of the admin. But as of means because of our understanding, okay, to understand how Jira can be accessed and what type of things to be done with the help of Jira, okay, we are trying to explore all these things. Okay, admin's responsibilities, product owner's responsibilities, as well as Scrum Master's responsibilities and team responsibilities also. Okay, we'll try to do end-to-end practical. Okay, we'll try to do all the things, means we will create all the things by our own and we'll try to understand it clearly so that there will be no questions. Okay, so that we'll be clear about each and everything or each and every part of the Jira and Zephyr or Jama. Okay, here Jira and Zephyr. Okay, so as admin, already I configured my Jira. Okay, means now I am able to access my Jira. Okay, now what I need to do? I need to create the project. Okay, so to create the project, what are the steps? You need to go to dashboard. Then you need to select the project. Then you need to create the project. You should give the project name and you need to create the project. Okay, this is the procedure. So now we'll see how to do that one practically. Okay, we'll try to understand and we'll create one project and see. So when I access, means when I configured my Jira software and when I am accessing Jira software, the dashboard will be looking like this. Okay, here I am in Jira software dashboard. Okay, so here there is a button called create. Okay, from here also you can create the project, or there is one more button called view all projects. You can view and create the projects from here. Otherwise, we'll do one thing. I am going to Jira software. Okay, so I clicked on this switch to, okay, this dots, okay, at the left top corner. Okay, here we're able to see the nine dots, right? I clicked on this one. When I clicked on this one, I am able to see this interface. Okay, here there is an option called create, and here also I am able to see the create project. Okay, so just I am clicking on this create project. Okay, when I click on create project, here I am able to see some options. Okay, so there is a Kanban, Scrum, top level planning and all. Okay, so here just we are following Agile Scrum methodology, right? As already mentioned. So you need to select this Scrum. Just select the Scrum. Then use template. So I am using here, I selected Scrum so that it is asking whether you want to use this template. Okay, just use this template. Okay, now here it is showing or it is giving some message like you will need to create a new project if you decide to switch to project types later. Okay, first it is asking us to create a project. Here there are two types of things, team managed project and company managed project. Here we are working as a part of company, so that it's better to choose company managed project. Just I am clicking on this select a company managed project. Okay, so when I click on this company managed project, here it is asking for project name. Okay, so I am giving a project name like just easy cart, easy cart, easy cart. Okay, I have given this as a easy cart. Okay, so my project name is easy cart. I have given that one. Then when I mentioned my project name, here it is generated a key. Okay, it is taking first three characters of the project name as a key. Okay, that is fine. Okay, you can modify that. Okay, if you want, otherwise you can leave as is. Okay, as it is. So easy cart is my project name, and this is online. Just I am taking it as a online ordering platform, or this is a e-commerce application, so that I am giving it a name as a easy cart. Here the key is EAS. Just after that I am clicking on next. Here I selected Scrum, right? So that at the top the template is Scrum Jira software, means I selected Scrum. Okay, if you have selected other thing, then it will be shown as, for example, if I selected Kanban, then it will be showing like a Kanban. Okay, so I have selected Scrum, so it is showing Scrum, and the type is company managed, so it is showing here, means for the confirmation. If you want to change the template, here you can change. If you want to change the type, you can change. But our Agile Scrum methodology or Agile Scrum development methodology, we need to use these two. So I have selected these two. This is fine. Just click on next. So now here I am able to see the success message. Jira project successfully created. Jira project successfully created. Just few more steps to get it connected. So here it ensures like our project is created. Now I am able to see the button called go to project. Just click on this go to project. So when you click on go to project, now you are able to see the project dashboard. Previously we were seeing Jira dashboard. Now we are able to see the project dashboard. The project name is Easy Cart, and we are able to see the Easy Cart project dashboard, right? Okay, so now we completed the first step, that is creation of the project. Okay, so we have created the project. Next, add users. If you consider any project, there will be so many people working for that project, right? If you consider this easy card, there should be some developers and there should be some testers. Okay, to develop the project or implement that application, developers are necessary, and again after implementing that project, it needs to be tested or verified whether it is working fine or not as per the customer requirements. So that we need to add the people into project. Okay, developers and testers. Okay, so let us start with adding the users. So what are the steps for that? First one is Jira software testing. Jira settings. You need to go to Jira settings. Then you click on Atlassian admin. Then user management. Enter email address and invite the user. Okay, we'll see one by one. First, what we need to do? Just we need to go to Jira settings. Jira settings. So I am keeping this one here, image. Okay, Jira settings. Here, go to Jira software. Okay, here the settings. I think you are able to see the settings at the right top corner. Settings. Click on the settings. Then user management. What is the next step? Next step is Atlassian admin and user management. So here Atlassian admin section is there. Under that user management is there. Just click on this user management. Okay, I clicked on user management. Once you clicked on user management, you are able to see the dashboard where you can add the users. So here is interface, means here you are able to enter email address 1, 2, and 3, and you can add the team member. Okay, you can add the team member. Just I am entering some email ID. krishna@gmail.com. Okay. Next, I am entering one more email ID called vinuta@gmail.com. And next, I am entering lakshmi@gmail.com. Okay, just click on add members. So I have added 3 members, that is Krishna, Vinuta, and previously I have already added Pramod and Sharan myself and Visha. Okay, so there are these many users. Total 5 users are there. Okay, and here we are able to see the invited dates also. Okay, this Visha I invited or added on September 12th, and Sharanabaswa myself added on September 13th, and these 3 members got added today. Okay, so September 19th. Done. Okay, so now we finished one more activity, that is adding the user. We did Jira configuration. What we did? We already completed Jira configuration. We created a project and added the users to the project. Okay, so these 3 steps we completed. Okay, so actually these 3 things or these 3 activities will be done by admin. So admin is the responsible person to configure the Jira, creation of the project, and adding the users to the projects. Okay, so we understood Jira configuration, creating the project, and adding the users. Now, next role is product owner. Okay, as a part of Scrum process or Scrum methodology, already we Agile Scrum methodology already we have discussed about the role, who is product owner and all. Okay, in one line, product owner is the responsible person to get the requirements from the client or the customer, and he can create the backlog. And after creating the backlog, he creates the epic and he creates the user stories. Okay, so that is the responsibility of the product owner. So now let us understand, or let us do all the activities done by product owner. Okay, creating the epic and adding the user stories to the epic. Before that, we need to create the version. Okay, we'll start with the creation of a version, creation of the epic, and adding the user stories to the epic. Okay, so now what I am doing, just I am going back to Jira software. Okay, just I went to Jira software. Now I am selecting my project easy cart. Okay, I selected the project easy cart. Here what I need to do, I need to go to backlog, just click on backlog. Okay, here we are able to see two options, that is version and epic. There are two options called, one is version and one more is epic. If you want to create a version, you can create a version. Okay, already it has created like a, sorry, here when you click on version, here there is an option called create version. Just click on this one. The project name already we entered project name, so by default it got selected. So project name is EasyCart. I am giving version EAS underscore 001. Okay, this is my version. Okay, the first version of the project. Okay, so description, first version of easy cart. Okay, start date, end date, if you want to create you can create, otherwise it depends. Okay, so here just I am clicking on create. So EAS 001 was created, so we are able to see the success message, and here it got created. Okay, now just close this one. Now here we are able to see the epic link or epic tab. Just click on this epic. Okay, so when you click on epic, here you are able to see the epic, create epic link. Just click on create epic. Okay, here already we know what is epic, what is story, and what are the tasks, and what is bug, and what is test case. Okay, so by that understanding, just I am creating a epic here. Okay, so project name is EasyCart, already it got selected, and issue type means whatever you are going to create as a part of Jira tool, that is treated as a issue. Okay, by default there are some issues in the Jira tool: task, story, bug, and epic. Okay, so here I selected epic. Then epic is nothing but a high level requirement. Okay, then that high level requirement might be divided into or staggered into low level requirements, or easily understandable requirements or features. Those are known as a stories. For example, if you consider this easy cart, the epic name might be here. I am entering epic name like user can search and add the item to the cart. Okay. As a user, I can search and add the item to the cart. Okay, this is the high level requirement. Okay, this is the name or summary of the epic. As a user, what I can do, I can search and add the item to the cart. I can search for the item and also I can be able to add the item to the cart, searched item to the cart. Okay, so reporter, who is the reporter? Shanmu. So it is selecting my name. Okay, because I am the admin for this Jira. Okay, next. If you want to create one more issue, then you click on this one. Otherwise, if you are creating only one epic, then just click on create. Okay, I am clicking on create. So here your epic EAS1 has been created. EAS is the keyword for the easy cart project, and that EAS1 is the epic number. Okay, or epic ID you can say. So now epic got created. Okay. So next, what is the step? We have created version and also we have created epic. Okay. Now next step is adding the user stories. Okay. Once we have created epic, as already I mentioned, epic is a high level requirement. High level requirement means that high level requirement might be divided into so many low level requirements. Okay. So here the epic name is, what is the epic name? As a user, I can be able to search for the item and I can be able to add that item into the cart. That is the epic. So that epic we can divide into two parts. Okay, two stories. One is searching for the product or item, then adding the item to the cart. Okay, we can make that epic into two stories or divide that epic into two stories. Okay. So here just I am considering that epic and I am trying to divide that epic into two stories. So now I need to add the user stories. What you need to do for that? You need to follow these steps. First, you need to go to backlog. Then you need to create and click. You need to click on create. Then create a story by selecting story as an issue. Okay, so we will try to understand or see practically how to create the story. So how to create the story? First, I need to go to backlog. Okay, so let us come from first. So this will be easy. I am going back to Jira software or Jira board. Then I am selecting my project easy cart. Okay. After selecting this, here I am able to see the all the options related to the easy cart. Okay, this is the project easy cart, and here I am having so many options related to that easy cart project. Here there is an option called backlog. Just click on this backlog. Okay, from left navigation backlog. Okay, after clicking on backlogs, what is the next step? Create a story by selecting a proper issue type. Here you are able to see this create issue, right? Just click on this create issue. Just create on just click on create issue. This plus create issue option you are able to see, right? Just click on this one. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to click on create issue. Just I clicked on this. Okay. second, give me 1 second. Okay, it is asking for backlog. Okay. Okay, so I have selected what I selected. I selected story as an issue, and I need to give the summary. Okay, what is that? Okay, sorry. Here we are able to see the option, right? Click on create issue. After clicking on this, you select here story. Then here you are able to see 3 dots, right? Just click on these 3 dots. So you are able to see one more interface here. Story got selected as an issue. Then it will be in to do. Okay, leave as it is. Just enter the summary. Okay, as a user, I can search for an item or product. Okay, so this is the story. Okay, my story is to search for an item or a product. As a user, I should be able to search for an item or a product. Okay, if you have a specific component, you can select, otherwise it's okay. Next, if you have any attachments like wireframes or some sort of mockups or any type of images, you can attach here any type of files and all requirement document, whatever it might be. Okay, next, here you should write the description. So what is the description? Here, the same thing. As a user, I can search for an item or product. Here I am mentioning first condition is user can search for an item with one or more keywords. Okay, and search result displays display when user enters at least 3 characters as a keyword. Okay, so next point is when user searches for a product with a keyword, that keyword means entered keyword should be of at least 3 characters. Okay, if you enter less than 3 characters, then item should not be searchable. Okay, if you enter minimum 3 characters, then only you should be able to see the search result. Okay, search result display as a list. Okay, if there are number of products or items related to your search keyword, then those search results should be displayed as a list. Okay, this is the story description, or these are the acceptance criteria for this story. Okay, you can call it as a ACs or acceptance criteria. Okay, acceptance criteria for your story are these. First, user can search for an item with one or more keywords. Search result display when user enters at least 3 characters as a keyword, then as a keyword, search result display as a list. Okay, now after entering description, summary description, now who is the reporter? So I am creating this one, so it is selecting my name as a default because I am acting as an admin here. Okay, next select an issue. Okay, if you want to link some issue, if it is related, then you can select that one. Here there is nothing. And fixed version, we have created some version, right? This story belongs to this version, that is EAS001. So I am selecting this version. Next, assignee, to whom you are going to assign this story. Okay, you need to select that person. I am going to assign this story to Krishna Kumar. Okay, so I am selecting this. Otherwise, if you want to assign to yourself, then you can click on assign to me. If I click on assign to me, then it will be assigned to me. Okay, so depending upon the requirement, you need to select the proper assignee. Then priority and severity. Okay, when you are selecting any work or any item, there should be a priority. Okay, whether it is highest priority or medium one and low priority. As of now, this is a highest priority. Okay, next, if you have any labels, you can select. And epic, this is the very important thing. Okay, you need to select the proper epic link. Which epic we have created? We have created one epic, right? That is EAS1. So this story belongs to this epic. So I selected this epic. As a user, I can search and add an item to the cart. Okay, that is the epic. So I selected that epic. Next, select the sprint. If you have already sprint associated with your project, then you select the sprint. Okay, already there is a sprint called SC sprint one. Okay, we'll create that one and we'll try to add that one later. Okay, so just click on create if you want to only one story. If you want to create another issue, then just select this checkbox, create another issue, and click on create. Because I want to create one more story, I selected this checkbox. I am clicking on create. Now it got created, and again it is asking for the next story details because I have selected this checkbox, create another issue. Here it is showing the success message, one issue created, means your story, first story got created. Now I am entering the details for the second story. Okay, so project name is EasyCart, story, the issue type is story. Okay, I selected story. Next, summary. As a user, I can add the searched item to the cart. Okay. As a user, I can add the searched item to the cart. First story deals with the searching of an item, and second story deals with this story, deals with adding the searched item to the cart. Okay, so I am having this summary. Means as a user, I should be able to add the searched item to the cart. Next, if you have any attachments, you can attach here. Okay. Next, description. So as a user, I can be able to add the searched item to the cart. Here, acceptance criteria is acceptance criteria. Number one, select the searched item, add item to the cart. But before that, we need to mention, for example, if you are searching for some mobile, okay, before adding that mobile into your cart, you can add your details, or you can what you call, select the color of your choice, right? So here I can add that type of thing, means one I will try to add another step. Okay. For example, I can modify or update the uh, required configuration of the item. Okay, so when I searched, I should be able to select the searched item. Then I can modify or update the required configuration details for that item. Then I can add that item to the cart. Okay, these are the acceptance criteria. So next, just select the fixed version. Version is AS001. Okay, assigning, just I am assigning this one to. So if you want to assign anybody, you can assign. Otherwise, you can assign to yourself. Okay, just I'm trying to assign that to myself. Okay, that is fine. Next, here severity is high. Okay, just I am taking it as a high, depending upon the project requirement and the feature. Okay, you need to select the proper priority. Okay, next, epic. This is the very important thing to select. Here I am selecting the epic EAS1. That is nothing but as a user, I should be able to search and add the item to the cart. Next, sprint, just leave as it is as of now. Okay, now what I am doing, just I am just unchecking this create another issue because I am having only 2 stories, right? Now click on create. So what I did till now, I created project, I created version, I created epic, then I have created 2 stories under that epic. Correct, right? So if you go to backlog, here you are able to see the 2 stories, whatever I created just now, or whatever the stories I have added just now under this epic. Okay, so what are the things we did? Just we created version, we created epic, then we added the stories to the epic. Okay, next, so these things will be done by product owner. Okay, product owner is the responsible person to perform these activities, that is creating the version for the project, creating the epic, and adding the stories to the epic, creating the stories and adding those stories to the epic. Okay, next we'll try to understand the responsibility of the scrum master. Okay, already we know who is scrum master. Okay, as a part of agile scrum methodology, we discussed who is the scrum master. Already we know who is admin. Okay, we know who is product owner, and after that scrum master is a person. He is neither developer nor a tester, but he is the coordinator, or this person scrum master is the coordinator or facilitator of the each and every activity. Means he involves in the interaction between product owner, clients, and team members like development team and testing team. Okay, so scrum master is responsible to create the sprint. Okay, scrum master is the responsible person to create the sprint and adding the stories to the sprint. Already we have created stories under epic. Okay, those stories should be added to the sprint. Okay, then starting the sprint. Okay, these are the responsibilities of the scrum master. Okay, as a part of Jira tool, this person or scrum master performs these activities. Okay, so first we'll try to understand creating the sprint. So okay, what is the step for creating the sprint is go to backlog, create a sprint, and drag and drop to the stories. Okay, just there is a simple flow for creating the sprint and adding those stories to the sprint. Okay, now we'll try to do that practically. Okay, so here when you just I am coming from first so that it will be clear. So just think like you are in this Jira dashboard. Okay, now just select the project. So my project is easy cart. Just I selected this easy cart. After selecting this, I am able to see the dashboard of the project. Okay, here there are some options called timeline, backlog, active sprint, reports, issues, and all right. Okay, here you need to select the active sprint. Just I clicked on active sprint here. Here, okay, here this is the active sprint. Okay, so this is the sprint board. Here there is a item called to do, in progress, and done. Okay, so when you see the sprint, there will be three activities, mainly three activities. One is to do, means the work to be done. Next, when you start the work, then it will be in progress. Once you completed that work, it will be moved into done state. Okay, so this is the sprint board. Okay, if you want to create a sprint, you can create. Otherwise, by default, there will be a sprint. Okay, for any project, there will be active sprint. Okay, just here I am clicking on start print in the backlog. Okay, just click on OK. Here, just I came to backlog. Now here there is a sprint name called EAS sprint 1. If you want to modify, you can modify the sprint. Otherwise, you can leave as it is. Okay. Then, if you want to edit the sprint, you can edit. Okay, you can give your name, your own name. EAS underscore sprint 01. Okay. Duration, always each and every sprint will be having 2 to 3 weeks maximum. Okay, so that we are following the Agile Scrum methodology. Okay, within this time period, we are doing all the activities like developing, testing, and delivering the item to the client. Okay, just I am selecting, for example, today is 19th, right? Okay, I selected this one, and end date is just I am taking just I'm taking like today is 19 means 7th 23. Okay, just I selected this one. Sprint goal need to complete the epic EAS 1. Okay, epic number 1. Okay, our goal is to complete this epic in this sprint. Okay, update, click on, just click on update, not validate. Okay, so I'm selecting this one as a month, October. Okay, so okay, so my start date is 19th September and end date is 19th October with the timestamp. Okay, so I think you are able to see here, right? This one. Okay. So now I added my sprint. Okay, now you can start the sprint. How to start the sprint? Before starting, what you need to do? Just you need to drag and drop your stories into the sprint. We have created sprint, right? Just in this sprint, our goal is to complete the epic. Okay, EAS 1. This one, EAS 1 epic. We need to create, complete. And under that epic, we have 2 stories, right? Just drag and drop those stories into here. These stories in the backlog, right? Previously, these stories were in the backlog. Just I am dragging and dropping them into sprint. So now backlog is empty and we have 2 stories as a part of our sprint. Okay, backlog is empty. There are 0 issues in the backlog. Now there are 2 issues in the sprint. Okay, so this is how we can add the stories into the sprint. Okay, then you can start the sprint. Okay, sorry. Now we created a sprint and dragged and dropped the stories into sprint and you can start the sprint. Okay, just I am starting the sprint. Okay, so start. Okay, just I started my sprint and in this I am able to see 2 stories. Okay, one is as a user I can search for an item or a product. Next story says as a user I can add the search item to the cart. Okay, these are the 2 stories and those are in to-do list. Okay, still I need to pick these stories and I start my work as a developer and a tester. When we start the work, then it will be moved into in progress. Once we complete that, will be moved into done. Okay, so this is about creating the project, creating the epic, creating the version, then creating the stories and creating the sprint, then adding the stories to the sprint and starting the sprint. Okay, so I think you people are able to understand the things whatever I explained till now. Okay, in the next class we'll try to understand how to create the tasks under the story and how to proceed with the task and remaining steps. Okay, thank you so much.